Hi everyone, it's Jenna here for allscraps.com. I'm a team member for allscraps.com and I wanted to show you today how to do a layout here on Photoshop Elements. And today we're going to use In My Dreams by Design by Tina, which is a relatively new designer here at Allscraps. And we have part of the 52 inspirations, a template for Wendy designs. If you don't know about 52 inspirations, check that out. Basically, it's 52 weeks of kind of mini collections that you can subscribe and pay a very, very affordable price, or you can buy them individually. And we have many designers that contribute for that. So I decided to go with one of the templates, and I'm gonna go with the one that has just one picture. I already clipped my picture, and I wanted to show here the process of clipping these papers because the same process to clip the pictures. And just a side note that Wendy on this template, she put a special template for Photoshop Elements users that has some guidelines for you where to drop the pictures and clip the papers and all that. So you can, if you use Photoshop Elements, you can definitely use that one. Because I am doing this on Photoshop Elements, but usually I always take for my shadows in Photoshop, then I just use in the regular PSD file. So here I already put some papers here on the background, and I'm just gonna do the same process here. I have this yellow paper. I'm just gonna drag here from the bin to the layout, and right here we can click Option Alt here on the keyboard, and then you clip that paper. And the same I did with the picture. I put above here, Option Alt, and you clip to that clipping mask. So I'm not going to use this here. Again, the beauty about templates is that you can make them your own. I just want to show you that you don't need to worry about just using the way. This is a guideline for you. And I'm gonna remove it here, and this here is gonna change according to the elements that I'm going to use. So here at Bridge I have the elements from the kit, and I love that she has some stars, and I love stars and all that. So what I'm going to do is to build a little bit more texture and attention to this layout here with all these nice elements that she has on the back. So I'm going to start bringing this nice blue here. Because I have Photoshop, I'm not going to double click and Bridge because it's going to bring to Photoshop instead of Photoshop Elements, so that's why I'm dragging. But whatever you use to, if you use Photoshop Elements, I know Photoshop Elements has an organizer, then you can probably open with that. So just gonna close this paper here. So I'm gonna put my select here the yellow background because I wanted these elements to come on this layer. So then I'm just gonna drag there. Over there. The layout has some guides. Sometimes the designers use that. I'm just gonna untick here the guides so we can clean the guides. If you use Photoshop, you just go View, Clear Guides, then you can remove the guides. So we put that nice text. I love that she has this kind of watercolor thing. I'm just gonna duplicate, Command Control J. I'm gonna bring here to the front of this red watercolor. We can't see yet, but I just want to bring a little bit of texture over here as well. Maybe over here. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to clip that. So that is just gonna be to that paper, so it looks realistic, like I spray the paper and I put the paper underneath instead of being on top of both papers, because that's not very realistic there. So now we can bring some more textures, And I love she has this red dots here. And I'm going to clip again. Because this paper is not completely to the edge, I have to clip the elements to the paper so it doesn't go forward and I don't have to hide or anything like that, so it looks more natural. And we're just gonna keep building some textures. I love always writing. And I want some more texture here on this paper, so I'm going to find that script here. Yeah, so I'm going to give a command Control J, and I'm going to bring this maybe to the red paper, and it's going to bring that here to the bottom here. And it is also clipped to that paper so it doesn't go to the blue paper. Okay, so we have a little bit of texture there, but I think I'm going to, there we go. All right, so looks good. So what I'm going to do is, of course, I have a boy. I'm not going to use flowers. I'm just going to remove the displacements here. I know what they are, so I don't need to worry about it. So I'm gonna put some elements there on the placements that she helped us. I usually don't put a lot of elements because I like more of the artsy design to speak. So I'm gonna make this bigger here, and this part is gonna be kind of like a sticker. So I'm gonna put him behind this moon, and come to stroke, and maybe this one, but I don't want this to be black. So we put a stroke, right? We went to style and put a stroke, and I'm going to go here to the color white. But I don't want it to be so thick like that. Just want to look like a sticker. So we have that there. And if you see here, there's the sticker there. It doesn't have the shadow yet. And I'm going to so put this here underneath this bird and this moon. And let's get this moon here, or to the side like that. And bring my stapler there. So it looks like stapling the bird and the paper. So instead of using this paper strips here that she has, I'm going to use the strips that the kit has. So I'm going to hide all these layers. And I'm going to bring this one here. So just to show you that you can change it up, or you can, follow what the designer had. It's up to you. And underneath that, then now maybe I will bring that and it has to be smaller, of course. And then we can bring some of this stuff over here, and Command Control J, I'm going to sprinkle them over here as well, on top of him. And I think what I'm going to do is create some kind of element here with the paper. Maybe this red paper here that has this kind of paint over here. So I'm going to go here to my ellipse tool here, go to the shape tool, ellipse, and I'm going to click shift while I drag, and I'm now just going to clip that paper, Alt Option, and create kind of a button. I'm going to crop here. Okay. And I'm going to take this button here. Above all that, okay, now we're gonna go to styles, and let's go to bevels. Photoshop Elements doesn't have a lot of options, but at least we can do it a little bit here. A little bit of a bevel there. Yeah, more like this. Okay. And if you go to the effects here, double click, then you can, you don't have a lot of things that you can change like in Photoshop, but you can at least change the size of the bevel there. So, okay, at least now with the shadow, it's gonna look like a button, just so I have another embellishment here that goes together with all this thing. This paint that keeps unclipping. There you go. Okay, looks good. So to finish here, we have also these splatters that she has, and I just want to give some more contrast here. So I'm gonna bring this green one to the background. And let me just try some blend modes here to see what happens with this one. Now I'll let this normal, and I'll just reduce the opacity a little bit. And I think I will bring this here. Let me try here, this side. There we go, yeah. And then this one we can make it bigger. I'm not liking this one that much. I think it's because I like more this kind of style here, which is kind of like paint and not paper, because it has a paper there. So let me try this one. I mean, the beauty of George Digi is that, you know, if you don't like something, you know, you just hide it for a moment. Let's try another one. and you see if you like better, and you know, you keep trying. Yeah, this one's much better. There you go. All right. So and that dot keeps, oh, it's because I put the paint between the dots. Clip again. And what I'm going to do is I'll bring this here, a little bit down here. And just to end, I'll put some extra journaling. And what you can do is go to the text tool, and I'm going to click and drag, and then you create a box there, and then you can write your journaling there. And then you can go to that text, and anytime you want to change, then you double click, you can start writing. And if you wanted to move that box, then you can move that box. I don't have text yet, so, but and I have my space there. I'm gonna write my journaling at the end, but I just want to finalize with my title. So I have here on top, but it is pink, so I'm gonna use a style here. I think we have from the old scrap Good Times canvas style, darker one. So I think that would be a better one. This one. So now I'm going to write the text here at the text box, and I'll post this. I'll finalize the shadows in Photoshop, and I will post the finalized layout in the blog post, and together with the links. So if you're watching this, go to the blog post at allscraps.com, and you have there the blog link. And I'll post also other tutorials. Always our team does some extra pages, so you can see the difference of styles, and maybe they use the other template from the kit, so you can have an idea. So I hope that was helpful. As always, just build up that paint and more texture in the background, and don't be afraid to modify your templates to what your needs are and what you like. So I see you next time. Thank you.